well, maybe I just shouldn't get a tattoo, and I was like absolutely freaking out. That bicep is spicy. The whole right side of my body was just hurting for about 2 days, but The Megan Show. Well. Welcome to The Megan Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Megan. Today is my tattoo tour. I'm going to take you through my 7 tattoos, why I got them, what they mean to me, and tell you a little about the experiences. So first up is my treble clef tattoo. I got it in 2017. I was 21 and in college. I found a cool design online and went in on walk-in day to my local tattoo shop with my best friend. And I didn't really know much about tattoos at that point, just that I had loved music. I still love music. I was in choir my whole life, and I wanted a treble clef tattoo, easy enough. So I went in on walk-in day and I showed the artist kind of what I was thinking, and he drew up a design, and I remember not liking it. And I was freaking out because I was nervous that I didn't like it. I felt bad because I didn't know how to tell him that I didn't like it, but I also was like not wanting to get a tattoo I didn't like. So I was like kind of telling him what I was hoping to get instead, a little bit tweaking the design, but I felt terrible. And the whole time my best friend's reassuring me, saying everything's gonna be okay, but I was like ready to jump ship. Well, he finally came back with a design that I loved, and that's the design I got. I love the way it looks, the filigree. I think that definitely is more of my 21-year-old self shining through, but I still love the way it looks. And this is a testament to show you what a fresh tattoo versus a 6-year-old tattoo looks like. Of course, the skin changes and moves in that amount of time. And a tattoo's never gonna look the same over time. Everyone kind of needs to realize that going into getting tattoos, they're always gonna change over time, but that's kind of what you sign up for. And if you want the art on your body, then that's awesome. And that's what I wanted, and I still love the way it looks. So it would be 5 years until I got my next tattoo. And in that amount of time, I started watching Ink Master. And as cringy as that show can be sometimes, there are definitely some killer artists that have come from that show. I love so many from so many different seasons. I think I've seen every single season. I'm watching the current season right now. It's a silly show sometimes, but I mean, the artists are awesome. They have so many different styles that they are into and are experts on. But in the early years of watching it, I grew an appreciation for American traditional. So I got a gypsy girl tattoo. I did some research, found an artist here locally, and his name's Braddock Bowling. I'll have his Instagram linked, and he did an awesome job on this gypsy girl. I love her wavy black hair. I love the traditional color palette. It's just about a little over a year old, a year and a few months. I got it in August of last year, August 2022, and it definitely hurt. I would probably put it at a 7 or 8 out of 10. It looks awesome. It still holds up. And I went on to get a few more tattoos from Brad. The next tattoo I got was my 13 on my left arm. I actually got this in Los Angeles on vacation. I wanted a permanent souvenir. I was born on January 13th. Of course, it's a number in pop culture that people don't like, so that's why I liked it even more. I just wanted a simple tattoo in kind of typewriter font. I found an artist in her neighborhood, and I love the way it turned out. It was only 10 minutes, didn't hurt at all, and it's an awesome experience and fun memory for me to have. The next tattoo I got was my red heart and flowers on my right arm, and I went back to Brad for that here at home. I love the placement of it, but I will say that that bicep is spicy. The top of that tattoo getting close to the armpit, oh my gosh, hurt so bad, but I just muscled through it, and I love the way it turned out. I got this one in January of this year for my birthday. It hurt even worse getting it touched up a few months later, but I would put this one at probably like an 8 or 9 out of 10. So a few months later, in March, I went back to Brad and got this floral tattoo design on my right thigh. I wanted something big to fill out the spot on the top of my thigh, so I wanted a black and gray piece too. I just gotten 2 large color designs, so I wanted a black and gray piece He drew up some cool flowers that fit the leg. I love the way the leaves look at the top and bottom, just the shape of the tattoo I think looks really cool. And this one hurt pretty decently, maybe 7 or 8. And I got the red heart touched up at that time too. And I remember him saying, you know, do you just want to come back another time? And I was like, dude, I'm already here. Let's just do it. This was, you know, after about 2 hours of the leg, 20 minutes, he, you know, filled in the heart again, and the whole right side of my body was just hurting for about 2 days, but well worth it. I love all of my tattoos. They've all healed nicely. The next tattoo I got is probably one of my favorites. It's going to continue to be one of my favorites for years to come. I got this clown girl from Morganne in Clearwater, Florida. Their Instagram handle is Opossum Inc. Awesome tattoo design. They already had these type of clown girl designs on their Instagram, and when my friends and I on a beach trip were deciding we wanted to get tattoos on the last day of the trip, we had planned ahead and I had looked through their tattoo designs and thought, you know, I think I want to get one of these clown girlies that they make, and they drew me up one similar to one that I had pointed out that had the red and pink already in the design, and I went with it. And killer design. I love the placement. I think it's fits the leg nicely. It's such a beautiful face. I love the pink and red on it. I get a lot of compliments on it. It's still one of my favorites. I think it healed up nicely. I've had it for about 6 months, and this was one of my first thinner line tattoos. Like, I had been getting American traditional with the thicker lines, and this was a thinner line tattoo, and it healed beautifully, and it's one of my favorites to this day. My newest tattoo is my angel baby cherub. I love calling it that, even though that's redundant, I know, but my sweet angel baby cherub on my upper thigh. It filled in a hole that I had right there, and I think it fits so nicely. I got it at a tattoo convention in West Virginia in August of this year, and I had to do a lot of walking around to like shop around for artists, and that was like hectic. There were so many booths, but it was really fun. I was with my best friend that was with me for my first ever tattoo, and she got some cool flash, and I was hoping to get a cherub from somebody. I finally got this guy, Landon from Pennsylvania. I'll have his Instagram linked, and he did a great job. I kind of showed him some inspiration pictures of, you know, the more dainty black and gray cherubs, and he drew up this beautiful design. I love the way it looks, love the way it sits. The angel wings are so pretty, sitting on a cloud is just darling. And I also love how this leg now is all black and gray except for the clown girl, and I just think that makes the clown girl stand out even more. I just love the way it looks, and I'm really happy with it. Listen to your tattoo artist for Aftercare specifically. You know, they know best. I'm just telling you what I did, what worked for me. Dial antibacterial soap is the way to go. Cleaning it nicely with that, gently, with a tattoo specific washcloth is what I would use. And, you know, gently cleaning it, and then the thin layer of lotion of your choosing afterwards. Aquaphor or Eucerin is what I've used. Eucerin I like a little bit better. It sinks into the skin and it's not as oily or sticky. But doing the thin layers I think is what's crucial with that. You don't want to glob on lotion and clog up the pores and the open wound that you essentially have. But all of my tattoos have healed pretty nicely, I think. I have loved the way they've turned out. I took extra care of that cherub to make sure those lines stayed in there, and they sure did. It looks great. I'm really happy with them. I definitely have some ideas for future tattoos, and I'll keep you all updated for if and when that happens. But that's gonna wrap it up for this tattoo tour. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more tattoo content, makeup content, journaling content, or anything else I might like to post. Thanks so much for watching The Megan Show. Bye.